G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. How are we all doing today? I thought this is a bit more of a video for aimed at the newer riders, but you know, a ride of a typical commute would be a good video. I had to sneak my way in here because the light's green and I hate coming through here. So I've made my little stop off at the bank and now we're just vibing. Probably gonna get some petrol and see what happens. It has been an incredibly lazy day for your boy today. I've had one client at work and I've been asleep the rest of the day, so I would have liked to have recorded a video whilst it was sunny, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Okay, I'm not going to go that way. Not a chance. We will take the back way. But yeah, I thought I'd do a cheeky video on the joys of commuting, because there's a lot of bikers, well, soon to be bikers, who've never done the task, and now obviously they want to see, well, what it's like to have just a simple commute, nothing fancy. Like, obviously most of my videos are commuting anyway, but a dedicated one, well, never hurt anybody, hey. So hopefully we don't have to run into any risks or anything, because obviously with commuting that does increase your chances of having accidents. And now, look, I'm not trying to scare you, it's just factual. The more you ride your bike, the more you risk, you know, having incidents on said bike. But that's okay, don't worry, we're not going to have any problems. Like what's happening over there. Okie dokie. Now, fortunately, I decided to pick the most dangerous part of the area to do the video in, because people around these parts, well, for one, don't know how to drive and don't look for people at the best of times, so hopefully it all goes well. Oh boy, we shouldn't have any issues. But yeah, so if you're interested in getting a bike, or you're wanting to start commuting to work because maybe petrol's cheaper on the bike, and let's be honest, it is. Unless you're riding a leader bike and fanging it everywhere, petrol's going to cost you less because you're not really going to be using all that much of it. Now, to put it in perspective, I pay about $15 to $20. I've never really actually hit the $20 mark, I think. But it's around $15 to $18 for 200 or so clicks of petrol. So do with that information as you will. So I'm just saying, man, I ain't getting all that petrol in the car for that kind of money. Whew, especially when you drive a bloody Ford Falcon, mate. That thing likes to guzzle some petrol. But man, if you're interested in picking up the motorbike for commuting purposes, oh, we can sneak our way in through this. I would absolutely recommend that you do, because, oh mate, they're great. Mainly because of traffic. If you're commuting in traffic, that's your argument you're sort of after. That's the only argument you need, because traffic doesn't exist when you're on a motorbike. That's a fact. Obviously, petrol consumption is down, as I said, but traffic, man, you just can't beat that traffic. Whew. I mean, you come to a stoplight like this, piss off all the American viewers because it's legal here, and, you know, just come in, you know. Don't fly through at full speed, because obviously that's illegal, but going through at a reasonable speed, that's why I slow down, and Bob's your uncle, mate. Now you're at the front of the pack, traffic no longer is an issue for you. I can't tell you how effective and useful it is on a busy day, especially if you're going through like the city and stuff. Oh, there is no better feeling than watching people get mad and honk, and then you just ride past them and you're like, eh, if you'd wanted these luxuries, good sir, you would have invested in a two-wheeled motorcycle. Obviously a trike, and that probably ain't fitting in the same spots, nor do I think they're allowed to do the filtering anyway. So yeah, man, just if you're interested in commuting on a bike, I would recommend you just go for it, because honestly the benefits do outweigh the negatives, in my opinion. Obviously, if you like your risks, well, then you probably already have a bike and you don't care anyway. But if you're scared about having accidents, maybe don't, because, well, it's like I said, it's just statistical fact that you're probably going to be at higher risk when you ride more. So it's not just the fact that you're riding in busier times, it's just that you factor in the bike more. So don't be scared if that is the case, man. Just ride your own ride safely. If it's in the cards for you to have an accident, it's going to happen regardless of when you ride, mate. So that's the way I look at it. It's either going to happen or it's not. There's no point trying your whole life to avoid it, because the things you try and act precious towards are the ones that usually have the problems. So if you spend your whole life being the safest and neatest you could possibly be, riding your bike around, trying to avoid having a crash, well, I can almost guarantee you're probably going to end up having one, dude. It's just the laws of nature. I've seen that many people try and baby something for the sake of keeping it pristine or something, and that's the ones that always scratch it or destroy it. In fact, I was just that. I used to baby this motorcycle like an absolute champion back when I first got it, and the very first time I ever cleaned it, I lost my balance getting off the bike and I kicked the tank and I had a stone in my shoe. So unfortunately I scratched the original tank that way, and that was like, great, so well, what's the point of babying things then, huh? It hurt, it still hurts, but then I dropped it, yeah, and then I got the dent, and then I fixed it, and then I dropped it again. So I've given up on caring about the tank's well-being. Plus, it's a commuter bike, mate. Doesn't need to be pristine, mate. She's worn. That's the character. That's the one, character. But man, obviously, I'm riding a 625. There's not too much traffic now, but obviously there still has the chance for it being around. So just be careful when you're going around, regardless. But the way I look at commuting is treat it the same way you would any other ride, or if not, treat it a little bit more dangerous, because commuting has those people that are just impatient and angry and everything. Ooh, look at the moon over there. And yeah, they definitely got that short temper, because, oh mate, those rush hour peoples, they get upsetty spaghetti real hella fast, and well, ain't nobody like that. Oh, hello, police, ambulance, fire, probably a fire brigade thing up there, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, I tell you what, I'm glad I managed to get the video out just in time for the sun to be setting again. Apparently this is my new trend, having sunset videos. It's a bit dark today for my liking, but that's okay. The video should turn out okay. But boy, oh boy, I am loving it. I tell you what, kids, it's like 2 weeks now till I get my full bike license, which is exciting. So that means I can legally ride all the big boy bikes on the roads. If you're in England, it's like getting off your A2 license, and in America, well, it's like getting your license, I suppose. I don't know if Americans have restrictions like we do. I've heard too many places. I don't think everyone does, but I think some places do. But hey, man, if you live in America, let me know what the rules and regulations of motorcycle licenses are in your state, and please say which state you're in, because that would vastly help, since there's so many many of them. But yeah, so basically it means I can use any motorcycle, and I can finally, after 3 years, take my girlfriend for a ride on the back of the bike. You'd think that'd be allowed within the first year, because having a pillion is not that hard. Obviously, if the pillion's an idiot, it can change everything, but you can have a sidecar on your learners here, and with a passenger in said sidecar. I find a sidecar vastly more stupid to have as a learner, because the whole weight and transfer and bike dynamics change. It's no longer a bike, it's a three-wheeled vehicle. And having that as opposed to just having someone on the back seat, disgusting. I don't understand, but who cares? I'm not going to have to worry about that rule anymore in 2 weeks, so I'm not too bothered. Hopefully the guy who fucking doesn't like me isn't working, because he never lets me fill up my bike without taking off my goddamn helmet, whereas everyone else here lets me. So let's see how well this goes. Success. Oh, mate. Paying $9.50 for petrol for 115 kilometres. That is not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. I tell you, I was saying it. Petrol is just so much cheaper on the bike. And I don't know why more people don't just give it a go, but instead they're scared. They're scared of the old iron horse, man. You're missing out on valuable savings, and in this economy, you need all those savings, because, my God, everything's so goddamn expensive. But no, it's you damn millennials buying coffee and your smashed avocados. That's why you can't buy a house, even though the cost of living is vastly out of proportion right now, and the rental prices are fucked, and the incomes are low, and groceries are too damn high. You know, it's those bloody coffees, mate. Not that I drink coffee anyway, except for the shit I drink in my parents' house, but it's all because you're too damn lazy. That's what it is, according to them oldies. Oh, dude. Oh, in other news, actually, this is an outrage. Sanitarium, I'm very disappointed in you, and I've been wanting to be sponsored by them for ages. If you don't know who Sanitarium is, they're the lovely, lovely people behind Up and Go Chocky Milks. But their little cartons don't come with plastic straws anymore. Now, I know you're arguing for save the turtles and all that, but mate, they come with paper straws now, and paper straws are a crime against humanity, especially because they're laced with plastic anyway. So they're worse for your health or something, I'd imagine. They're still shit for the environment. Bloody microplastics are turning us infertile and shit. But yeah, so now they have paper straws, and I'm a little bit upset about it because everybody knows paper straws are just filth. I've seen better things in the bloody dump than I have paper straws. Nothing ever good comes from them. Anyway, that's my little rant over. If you like paper straws, leave. And if you don't like paper straws like a normal individual, well, hell yeah, dude. So that's my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to it. But ladies and gentlemen, as you can see through the video that's been going on, commuting on a motorcycle isn't that scary. It isn't that hard. Danger is the same regardless of what ride you do. Like I said, unless it's peak hour, then only then will you be extra vigilant because, well, you should be. But commuting is just commuting. There's no big difference. It's not hard. It's just get on your bike and go somewhere. You pay less fuel, you get there faster. It's more fun if it's peak hour because you get to move more and you're being on your motorcycle, so you get to enjoy the commute more. Overall, the benefits outweigh the negatives, and if you're interested or thinking about doing it, I would highly recommend it. So I would say go for it. But besides that, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoyed this short video. Hopefully it doesn't rain so much this week so I can get a video out, but it says it's supposed to, so we'll find out. But without further ado, take it easy, keep it cheesy, have a good day, ride your bikes more, and peace. Bye!